Well, Monica, I can't wait to introduce our guest tonight because he spent over 10 years in the NFL, most famously with your New York Jets, but now you can catch him every day with our boy Alan Hahn on Bart Hahn on ESPN Radio. What's up, Bart Scott? How you holding up, brother?
What's up, man? Listen, I'm so excited to be on with you guys, man. I'm a huge fan. I love the energy of the show. I love the swag of the show. And Monica's like a rising star, man. Like, I mean, I'm so excited to be out here with my peoples, man. I haven't seen you in a long time since our other show that we used to do at that other place, which I won't mention because they ain't paying us no more cheese on our time.
We won't even mention that. But it's good to see you, brother. It's good to see you. But speaking of, people that you work with our boy Alan Hahn. Obviously, just got off of this show handling the Knicks. What's it like working with that guy? Is it really tough carrying him every day? I mean, tell me how it is working with him.
Well, we call it footprints, man, but it's all good. But I tell you what, sometimes he carries me. Alan's fun, man. Alan's fun, man. Like, he's the type of guy that you can take out with you. He can go to all the neighborhoods, all the boroughs, and he'll fit right in, man. I call him MC Mayo. You know what I mean? We getting it together, man. He's getting the swag up. The swag went up 100,000 since he started working with me. But I tell you what, man, he's very knowledgeable about basketball. He's passionate about the same things. And we share a common bond and a love for movie and music. He's a little older than me, though.
I always tell Han he's like the cool white uncle that I didn't know that I needed. So shout out to you, Bart, for helping to elevate his swag because we love it. All right, let's get to some football talk, shall we? Let's start. We got to talk draft, but before we jump into some of the things that both the Jets and Giants should look at position, Bart, I want to get your take on Trevor Lawrence's comments. Do you chalk this up to just a new generation of athlete, or is there something that he said in terms of not needing the game or having that chip on his shoulder that would be cause for concern for you?
Well, he's never been doubted, right? He's been the number one player at every position, every level he's ever went to. He's only lost 2 games as a collegiate player. None of them was in a regular season. So what happens is he doesn't have a chip because he hasn't faced any adversity. Well, now enter him into the Jacksonville Jaguars. He'll have a chip bigger than a Rock of Gibraltar, coming up pretty soon because he's going to be doubted. He's going to be saying that he's a bust. He's going to be playing with bad talent. See, before he's always elevated, he went to a team that was loaded. Now he's going to look up. He's going to be the best player, and he's going to probably win 4 or 5 games this year. We're going to see what he's really made of. I like my quarterbacks. I like my athletes to have some scar tissue, have some calluses by the time they get this old, because I want to know how they respond to adversity. We'll see what he's really made out of.
Speaking of responding to adversity, you're a former New York Jet. I'm a big New York Jets fan, and Sam Darnold was just jettisoned to the Carolina Panthers. Is there anything that you've seen in Sam Darnold, especially in the past season, to let you believe that New York might have made a mistake and let him go?
Oh, no. I think that Joe Douglas recognized that Sam Darnold is a big-time player. It's just that his greatness doesn't time up with the Jets' schedule to be able to be ready to be a good enough football team to win games. And you had to make a decision, right? Do I pass on potentially another generational talent, or do I move on and reset the clock where I can win with a cheap quarterback and I can try and get some pieces around him? Sam Darnold's going to go to Carolina. He's going to play well. He's going to play exceptionally well because he's going to be in a program that's a little bit ahead of the Jets. The Jets are restarting all over, so they reset the clock. And I think Sam would be fine. I think it was the right thing to do. And you heard Joe Douglas say if they didn't have the 2nd overall pick, then they would have stayed with Sam Darnold. Much like in Indianapolis when Peyton Manning had the surgeries, they would have stayed with them if the team would have won 5 or 6 games. But when you have a guy like Andrew Luck staring you in the face, you can't pass him up and being able to set the salary cap because it is a cap sport.
All right, Bart, so you hit on it. The Jets do have that number 2 pick. All signs seem to indicate that it's going Zach Wilson. I personally am still trying to figure out when Justin Fields became no longer 1A to Trevor Lawrence at 1, but that's neither here nor there. I'm going to throw this up to you, a much smarter football mind than I am. You like Zach Wilson at 2, and then also, in addition to that, what have you thought of the offseason moves that the Jets have made?
I think they made very smart offseason moves. You think about Carl Lawson being able to get Sheldon Rankins, to pair with Quentin Williams, and trying to see if Vinny Curry, somebody that Douglas is very familiar with. I think Douglas still has a lot of moves up his sleeve. I wouldn't be surprised if on draft day they take that second round pick and try and get a guy like a Orlando Brown Jr. to pair with Mekhi Becton to build that offensive lineup. He's only 24 years old. He's only scheduled to make $940,000 this year. He's a two-time Pro Bowler who wants to play left tackle. I'll move Becton to right tackle and let Orlando Brown, who's a little bit more senior, a little bit more accomplished, play left tackle, and I'll have two bookends where I can protect a guy like Zach Wilson. They did a good job with Corey Davis. It's time for Chris Herndon to step up. But this team still has a lot of holes. They're starting to fill and plug some of them up.
Now let's go down the hall in MetLife Stadium a little bit to the New York Giants, the Big Blue. They went down with CTC this offseason, cutting that check. But they do have the number 11 overall pick in the NFL draft. I'd like to know what you think they should do with that pick.
I mean, they definitely, I think, have to protect Danny Dimes. I mean, I think right now they're in a position to pick the best player available. I know they would like to get a pass rusher, but you have to see if Danny Dimes got the goods. Now, I believe that Danny Dimes, to me, is a candidate for breakout player of the year. You think about Galladay, you think about Shepard, you think about Ingram, Saquon Barkley coming back. Who knows if Solder's going to be able to play well? They have Thomas that they drafted before, but I think you should go offensive line because eventually, even if Solder does come back and play well, you can put the young tackle like Slater. You know, if Penei Sewell drops, I can't see Sewell dropping that far, but a guy like Slater, move him in the guard, and then now you know you can cut the salary down by getting rid of Solder and his expensive contract the following year. And then you can see if Danny Dimes got what it takes. I think he's a poor man's, not poor man's. Well, he's the Walmart version, not the Tarjay version, I believe, of Josh Allen. You know, what separates him is he turns the ball over too much because he got the Junior Whopper hands. I think he should be holding plates and going with the little vice grips that we have, get his fingers strong. Because you know how it is. You've been around people with little bitty hands, man. The ball always slip out his hands. And he got the Junior Whopper. He can't buy a double Whopper with cheese. You know what I'm saying? So I figure if he figures that out, get a little protection so he can burp the baby a little bit, he can make plays out. Because we know he can go 20 miles an hour, at least 21. We know that 21 is too fast. Keep it at 20. Don't go past 21 because at 21 we fall down and face plant. But at 21 he can cruise in. At 20.
But it's still painful.
Wow.
It's still painful. Monica,
wow.
Go ahead.
Wow. Okay, as someone who in middle school was very much teased for having wide receiver hands as a woman, the hand jokes resonate. But it's okay because these hands got me through school for free, baby.
Let them know.
But on that note, Bart, you just cracked the joke. You made a great point, and we love it. You've now been in broadcasting for quite some time. You fill up lots of airtime on the radio. What's the craziest story you have in terms of saying something from your position now and an athlete calling you out? Because you know they can get you on Twitter easy.
Oh, yeah. See, this is the thing. Like, I'm a habitual line stepper, so I really don't go on Twitter because, listen, I will indulge. You know, even when I was with CBS, people called me like, yo, Bart, you really can't be saying that because, you know, you represent Mickey Mouse now, or, hey, Bart, you can't really be saying that you work for CBS. But I say it like this. Like, I had my Bart's bum list, you know, one time on the other show I was on, and I had the worst quarterbacks ever picked in free agency. I put it like this, man. If you think you can kick my butt, then go ahead and try me. I got hands. You know what I'm saying? We'll see what's going on. But I'm just keeping it real. When keeping it real goes wrong, it ain't my fault. You the one messed up. It's on film. You own it. You are what you put on film. And listen, if you play like a bum, I'm going to say you play like a bum. You play well, you play well. Listen, honesty is the best policy. That way I never have to apologize because I'm the same way. If you want to get praised by me, then do something worth it. If you want to get criticized and be the butt of the joke, then keep doing what you're doing, son. But I got to keep it real. It's just like the locker room. I'm just an extension of the locker room.
You are always welcome on this show, for the record. We got a game.
Facts,
Go Cats.
Facts. That's why we love Bart Scott, because he keeps it real. We know he's always going to be honest. So what we're going to do, we're going to hit you with a little bit of rapid fire, all right? We're going to give you some choices. Don't think, just react and tell us what you think, all right? First off, Ray Lewis or Lawrence Taylor?
Lawrence Taylor, man. He changed the game. Whenever they change blocking schemes for you, LT all day. Ray would even say LT. Oh, do I need to elaborate?
I can do the whole thing. My fault. Let's get it. All right.
Do the whole thing. Yeah.
Favorite QB to sack? Name one.
Oh, Ben Roethlisberger, because he was hard to get. You know what I'm saying? I thought I killed him, and then like he laid on the ground for like 5 minutes, said it was the hardest he ever got hit, even including the motorcycle crash. And the dude got up anyway. Like Michael Myers, we broken his dude's nose. He had to get surgery. He just puts tissue in it. We broken his sternum. Like this dude's like Michael Myers, man. I think we got to cut his head off.
Oh my God.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my God.
Yo, best trash talker you've ever played against?
Ooh.
Well, if you guys go to my Instagram, you can see that I have some old footage of when Chad Johnson was like mic'd up. I used to call him the Dave Chappelle of football. So we had like this ongoing rant where we used to go at each other. He was trying to talk to my peoples. So me and him, we got some public spats when we used to go at it. Especially when I played when he was trying to be Demolition Man. I say, look, dude, that don't look good on you, dog. He looked like the dude off Belly. You know what I'm saying? That had the buzz top like that. That's not a good look on you, man.
Bart, you're a wild boy, Bart. For the fellow washed men out there, what's the worst thing that hurts when you wake up in the morning?
Oh man, you know what? Sometimes I got this crooked finger right here that won't it won't move.
Oh man.
And then I got arthritis in my wrists. I was pushing fat people all the time, so I finally just wore the joint out, man. Especially guys like Keith. Well, what's the guy that y'all used to have with the Giants? His name was Keith Booth. I mean, he was like the Goodyear man. It's like my hands kept getting stuck in his fat rolls.
He said the Goodyear man.
He was stacked like a stack of pancakes on the side. Like, bro, what kind of? I remember one time I asked him, "What kind of workout the Goodyear man?" Like, this dude needs space on.
Bart,
keep going, Cash.
Bart, you're dead self. I gotta stop you because I don't want nobody coming after me because of what you saying. I know you're a big boy, but I feel like I'm easy to get. But anyway, you're a big Denzel fan. Malcolm X or Training Day?
Oh man, give me Training Day. You a wolf, huh? You a wolf? Yeah, that's how you use that chokehold. You know what I'm saying? Shoe program, 24-hour lockdown. I'm the police. You be signing to and Pelican Bay. Jake, I need that money, Jake, man, I need that money, Jake.
Keep going. All right, last one. Ric Flair or Hulk Hogan?
Oh, now this is personal to me because I wrestled with both of them on TNA. Bro. But Hulk Hogan is very limited. Hulk Hogan is very limited in the type of performance he gives you. Both are traditionally great in their interviews, but if I had to give the entertainment value, I would have to go with the Nature Boy Ric Flair. You think about the Four Horsemen versus NWO. I mean, come on, man. Terry Funk, come on, man. Arn Anderson. I got to go with the Four Horsemen, man. To beat a man, you got to beat the man. And I have been slapped on the chest from Ric Flair when he sent me down there to get
Even
Angle.
The dog is wooing.
Rick, you should have came down there with me. Rick, we should have jumped Kurt Angle. You don't send me down there by myself.
Okay, so Bart, this is the end of your segment, but because your energy is so fire, can you please send us to break? MSG PM will be back in your best Bart Scott interview action. Your best can't wait energy.
Go for it.
Well, listen here, brother. As I'm just playing, you little jabronis. MSG PM will be back after this. You better tune in. I'm going to come find you and choke the hell out of you like